Part 2. Crimson Flower. Guardian Moon. The Master Tactician. Having crushed the Alliance's army and captured the Great Bridge of Myrden, the Imperial Army prepares to attack Deirdre, the Alliance's base of operations.
Wow, thanks for that weather report. That was super duper stunning there. To travel to Abyss, speak with the shifty merchant near corners or turn, select entrance on the map, or find the two monastery area. Wow, that's so incredible, isn't it? Let's go the other way. Whee! Sure, let's go talk to Linhart.
Ah, yes. Professor, what brings you out so late?
I could ask you the same.
I've been worrying about something. I asked you once to help me achieve my goal of being a person who can simply nap all day. Then I thought, if the world becomes a peaceful place, all my crest research might be for naught.
Why is that?
Well, I don't see how crests have much use in times of peace. Certainly there are crests that make you stronger and could be used in engineering. And I suppose crests that increase magical abilities might help doctors heal injuries. Still, the possibilities seem limited. It's as if crests were designed to be used only in times of war. Their power meant to bring about death and destruction.
Maybe you're right.
I cannot prove what I say is true, but suppose for a moment that it is. The longer this war goes on, the more useful my crest research becomes. But if the war were to end today, we would go on living, perhaps not using the power of our crests at all. It is truly my dream to be a crest scholar, but I also dream of all the wonderful naps peace would bring. Saying it all out loud, it feels a rather stupid thing to worry over. Knowledge or peace, sleep or war.
It's not stupid.
Thank you, Professor. I appreciate the sentiment. Although if I stop researching crests, I'll have one less excuse to spend time with you. Professor, don't make faces like that. People like you, who listen to my blathering and then nod and smile as though what I say matters, people like you are very precious to me.
Alright, yeah, neat.
Professor, what is your opinion of Claude? I can't help but wonder what sort of impression he made on you.
I don't know, he tried to sell me McDonald's that one time. He's a schemer.
That is inarguable, and his schemes are still going strong. With them, he's managed to keep the Leicester Alliance from the Empire's grasp.
How has he done that?
Since the beginning, territories within the Alliance...
Since the beginning, there were two titans, Bionis and Mechanus.
Claude has been acting as an intermediary between the two, essentially keeping the Alliance pacified. As both sides are of equal strength, he's created a situation in which they've all agreed to avoid fighting each other and causing undue bloodshed. By carrying on as though the Alliance is united, he's minimized the Empire's influence there.
It's quite impressive how well his bold scheme has worked out. However, he is walking on thin ice. One wrong move and the Alliance will shatter. Speaking of Claude, Your Majesty, we should not delay in our invasion of the Alliance. It would seem that Claude has some fresh scheme up his sleeve, to no one's surprise.
Is that so?
Yes. The people of Deirdre have suddenly found it difficult to leave or enter the city. We can safely assume he is preparing for battle, but I am certain his plans extend beyond that as well. Do you not think we should take Deirdre at once?
Deirdre, the aquatic capital. A city floating on the ocean certainly poses a challenge. Since it's deep within Regan territory, we haven't had the opportunity to attack it directly. However, now that we have control of the Great Bridge of Murden, our situation has changed drastically. They can no longer expand their supply line into the Empire, and so we can finally attack Regan territory.
House Regan is not only Claude's house, but also the flagship of those who oppose the Empire within the Alliance. If House Regan falls, the other Alliance lords will be tripping over themselves to join us. That is why we cannot fail to take Deirdre.
Let's go.
Confidence is one thing, Professor, but see to it that you do not underestimate Claude. The leader of the Alliance has had many things said about him. They say he is unbeatable in a battle of intellect. I hear they call him the Master Tactician.
I mean, I beat freaking Grondor Field and what was that one thing? The Sleeping Sand Legend on Maddening Classic. I don't know if Claude can necessarily take the crown after that freaking hell and back that I went through for that. Let's see here. Yeah, let's go ahead and... should I haven't checked this in, like, freaking forever. Actually, wait. I should go check my inventory on, like, classes and stuff here. This is what I should do, because I haven't in, like, forever. Why are you in that class anyway, Ferdinand? Just because it was, like, something else to work on and master and stuff? Let's freaking put Caspar into the special thing, Bob. Sure.
Feels like...
The War Monk, the DLC thing, Bob. Sure. Oh, yeah, that's a dancer class there. I was like, what the heck is that for a hot second? What? Mercenary? That would give you Vantage, I believe, which, whatever, we'll see it through, I guess, then we'll reclass on over. And then we can reclass over there, is what we can do. Yeah, unique, the Death Knight class. Okay. So, let's see here. If I go to certifications, maybe look for at least Ferdinand. I mean, don't think there's anything I want. I don't care too much about the classes here. What's with the hat on the sprite of this one, huh? The Dark Mage. Do you have a hat? You don't have a hat. You have a hat on the sprite, but you don't have a hat in reality. I've been lied to. I can't believe this. I can't believe you've done this. Okay, so like 78%. I don't know why it's taking so long to load today. Sure, you got this. Freaking 78. Easy peasy. There we go. I was fully expecting that to be a fail. I'm gonna be honest. I was fully expecting that. So, wow.
My future is bright.
Yeah. Change into that class. Cool. Linhart, I can reclass you to that if I really want to. I'll unlock it, I guess. I guess I'll go ahead and unlock it at least. Wow, you did it, Linhart. Wow. You're the best. Nah. Nah. Let's see here. Meh. Should I try this right now? I have one Master Seal and a 68% chance of passing. That basically means it's 100%, right? Wow! Okay, well. Again, I wasn't actually expecting that to work, but I mean, I'll take it, I guess. 54%, huh? Oh, that's why the lance was in your inventory. So I should focus on, like, lances right now is what I should do there. Most likely. I don't really care that much about Takeo Yorisa's skills. I'll probably just, like, leave him in Death Knight. I mean, I could give him Death Blow for funsies, but, like, I'll unlock it for him, but I mean, do I really want to put him in it? I don't think I really want to do all that much grinding for this playthrough. Like, we're probably fine as is. Let's see here. So if I go into inventory and I go look at Petra here. Oh, you have a lance there. So just, like, equip it. Oh, you're not good enough for the bow yet, huh? Pretty sure we had Petra as a, Wyvern Knight in, or Wyvern Lord or whatever the heck. In the, first playthrough forever ago, so we'll probably try Pegasus Knight this time to mix things up. Sure, explore. Go do some exploring. That's what we'll go do. Look, there's a whole bunch of quests all over the place. it's funny, I clicked down the left stick to run that away because of playing a bunch of Legends Arceus and whatnot. It's kind of been the thing. But yeah, like I was mentioning earlier, I've been working a whole bunch on that script for Legends Arceus. In terms of like future Fire Emblem plans on this channel, what with us doing like Fire Emblem Warriors, I recently put, gosh darn it, I recently put in my cartridge for Fire Emblem Warriors again to like recap myself on like what was my save file from forever ago. Like, because Fire Emblem Warriors like released in the launch year of the Switch, and the launch year of the Switch was one in which I wasn't a content creator quite yet. Was kind of the thing. So dang, I clicked in the left stick again. And I remember I put a whole bunch of hours in, so I went and checked, and yeah, so you can see Fire Emblem Warriors very slightly on the right side there. So I went and checked, and like 335 in Fire Emblem Three Houses, 385 in Fire Emblem Warriors, technically more there. Now you might be wondering, why do I have 385 hours in Fire Emblem Warriors? There seems skittish lately. It said that every 5 years, in the wake of a storm, a mystery fish appears and eats up all the other fish in the pond. They call it the big one. I thought it was just a legend, though. Catch the big one. I guess I'll go catch the big one right now. Wait, can I... How do you fish again? Is it by talking with this dudo? Oh yeah, fish in the pond. It is by talking with that dudo. Okay, yeah, let's go ahead and catch the big one, I guess. But yeah, whoa, I forgot how this works for a hot second. It's been forever since I've done it. So when it comes to Fire Emblem Warriors, are we back? Okay, I don't know why, but this has been happening a whole bunch lately. Actually, I have a hunch as to why. And my screen to my left has just started flashing. Hopefully it's not happening again. For whatever reason lately, my computer has been crashing, essentially, while streaming. This is like the third time in the past few days. My Firefox windows are a complete black screen now. That's where my chat is usually open. Can I refresh them? Well, if anything's said in chat for the next little bit, I won't be able to see it. So, I don't know why my computer is being like this, but I have a hunch. I've been putting off the new Windows update for a while, and I swear, every time I keep on putting off like a new Windows update, I swear Microsoft just like purposefully gets your computer to become like more and more shit until you finally get around to installing the update, and then all the weird problems that you run into have been fixed by the time that rolls around. So like, I swear, every single time I put off a Windows update, my computer just gets like worse and worse until I install it, and it only starts getting worse after said update becomes available. I literally can't see my stream testing screen or my chat right now. What the heck? What is happening here? You want to see my... Can I show Display Capture 4? I don't have a Display Capture 4 here. Want to see what I'm seeing on my screen up there? Let's see here. I can see my chat over here. Yeah, the Microsoft Ninjas, huh? It seems like Display Capture 4, and make it Display 4 right there. This is what I'm seeing on my top screen right here. This is my thingamabob over here. This is what my chat looks like right now. I don't know why. It just is. So I keep it like my alert box here, and then like this here. I'm pressing refresh. It doesn't do anything. Can I hit X? I can hit X. Okay, all my Firefox windows are just down. I think I literally got a task manager kill Firefox and then boot it up again. This is what I gotta do. I guess I'll restart my computer and have it install this update after this stream. I guess. Well, there goes my bazillion tabs that I had open. Alright, let's open Firefox again. Will I have an option to restore session? Is the real question. It's opening on this screen rather than this screen for whatever reason. Oh, it's automatically restored. Oh, it's opening my bazillion tabs on the super tiny chat window over there. Oh wait, no it's not. It's just 3 tabs. It's freaking a Firefox advertisement, Google, and if I want to restore session. Okay, I can hit restore session. Whoa. Okay, my bazillion tabs are coming back up again. Okay. Okay, yeah, this is, okay, so now I can switch my input back over to, this. Wait, my chat was just there. Did it minimize? What? My chat went away! What the heck? Oh, I got pop-out chat again now. So, let's see here. Pop-out chat. Let me drag it up to here. Is what I'll do. Right there. And then drag it down there so I see the full chat. There we go. Now I'll refresh my stream manager over here so I see everything. Okay. And then I freaking opened Discord very briefly to get rid of this one ping notification that's always sent to me from the Frag Discord whenever a new stream of mine starts, because the people on their like stream list there, it like pings them. It's like @Harmonia has gone live on Twitch. So I wish it didn't directly ping me, but but there's that. Hello Nishara, how are you doing today? Hopefully better than I am after freaking 3 houses is killing my computer. Even my computer's had enough of it, apparently. Is a thing. Or just really wants that new Windows update. is the thing, but I think the technical difficulties are solved now, probably? I don't know. Maybe. Anyway, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, Fire Emblem Warriors. The reason why I have 385 hours in that. So the thing is, the skills in that game work like each character only has one skill, and that's it. It's like their own personal skill. Like, for example, Ryoma's was Astra, I remember, because that was like one of the best skills in the game. I think Frederick's was Luna, or maybe that was Crom's? No, I don't. No, I think it was Frederick's that was Luna, was the thing. And the thing was, how you got other skills on other characters is by building up affinity, is the thing. Every character could support every other character. That doesn't mean that you had a support conversation with like every possible character combination, but you had like affinity to work up towards for every character. Gosh dang, I suck. And that's how you got skills on one another. So if you wanted to have access to like the full list of skills for every character, they would need to support every other character. So I remember that my 385 Fire Emblem Warriors hours was mostly just from letting the game play itself on like this one story chapter over and over again. There's one like pretty easy story chapter that the AI could just handle itself, but was like a pretty long one. I think it was one of the story Marth ones. I think it was the one that took place in the tree, whatever the tree was. I think, if memory serves, I don't quite remember. But I just let the game play itself over and over and over again until I got to A support with every single character combination. So my freaking 380 some save file in Fire Emblem Warriors has like every skill available on every character, I believe, from that, and that's the reason why I have so many hours. So we're gonna wrap up this playthrough. We're gonna do Fire Emblem Warriors after that, and then we'll be ready for freaking 3 Hopes. Because, again, I was planning on only doing Fire Emblem Warriors after we finished at least Fates, because Fates is one of the main games in Warriors, but whatever. At least I got my first Fates playthrough done, my first out of 3 for Fire Emblem Warriors, I guess, because now I gotta do it before the new Fire Emblem Warriors comes out. But yeah, doing your favorite route in 3 houses to make your last few days better. When you say that, do you mean, I hope that doesn't have like a dark connotation there, because the way that it's worded almost sounds like last few days on this earth. Do you mean like the last few days have been kind of crummy, and now doing this here is a little bit of a lighter note? I hope that's all it means, that it's not a dark twist thing. But yeah, this is pain. Is this pain and suffering you see? Indeed. Hello, Mortis. Oh yeah, there's freaking Elden Ring at the end of next week that we'll have to prepare for. I haven't played all the other Fire Emblem games. My first Fire Emblem game I ever played was Fire Emblem 7, which I played on my phone. Was the thing, because you can't exactly buy Fire Emblem 7 anymore. That was the first Fire Emblem game I ever played. I remember it was when Fire Emblem Awakening was the latest game, and I'd never played Fire Emblem before, and a friend of mine had recommended Fire Emblem to me, Fire Emblem Awakening specifically. And I was like, I don't know if I want to get a new game without really knowing a whole lot about this. I don't know if I ever got the big one. Apparently I did, and I wasn't paying attention. Gosh darn it, whatever. So I didn't just want to pick up Fire Emblem Awakening without understanding the series, so I was like, you know what? Let's try what's available on like the Game Boy Advance here on my phone. And I looked into it and I was like, oh, the first one? The one that's just called Fire Emblem? It wasn't actually the first one, it was only the first localized one, but I thought it was the first one at first because it was just called Fire Emblem. It was the first one internationally. So I played that, and I really loved it. That was a great time. I love Fire Emblem 7. I know a lot of people like complained about Lynn's story and whatnot, but I got a kick out of it. Maybe it's because it was my first Fire Emblem game I ever played, but hey, I got a kick out of Fire Emblem 7 and really enjoyed it. It was pretty brutal at times. Like, when I got to the final boss, I was so underpowered that no matter how many save states I used, I literally could not beat it at all, and I had to start the entire game from the very beginning again just to, like, get up to that point and for sure beat it. But I had enough fun with it that I was willing to do that, and I eventually did it. It was a little bit tedious. Search for a remnant that the merchant will be proud to add to their collection. So I did that, and then, yeah, I liked that, and my friend asked me about it, and they were like, wait, you play a different Fire Emblem game? Which one do you play? And I was like, the first one. And they were like, what, the first one? The first one sucks. And I was like, what are you talking about? It's pretty fun. It wasn't actually the first one. We had different definitions of the first one because I didn't realize it wasn't actually the first one. It was just the first international one. But, you know, I had a lot of fun with Fire Emblem 7. So then after Fire Emblem 7, I played Fire Emblem Awakening. And I had a lot of fun with that. Head to the Streng region and take them out. Okay. Then I played Fire Emblem Awakening. I had a lot of fun with that. I took to, like, the next Game Boy Advance Fire Emblem game being Sacred Stones. And I remember I was having problems with my, the emulator on my phone. Is it really just the one item there? I was having some problems with that, so several times my emulator would just stop working and my save data would just be, like, gonzo. So I've played, like, the first half of Sacred Stones, like, probably 3 or 4 times at this point, but I've never actually beaten Sacred Stones. I've never gotten to the end of it. But I've gotten to the first half, like, 3 or 4 times. Kind of similar to Three Houses, except not freaking 20 to 50 hours, like, way shorter than that, since it's just one story chapter to the next, so that was a little bit irksome. I remember having fun with Sacred Stones, and it's a game that's, like, really ahead of its time in a lot of ways, interestingly enough, but I never actually beat Sacred Stones as a thing here. Pure skill erases save data. Yeah, that's what happened there. So I played, like, the first half of Sacred Stones several times. I played Fates. I really liked Fates' gameplay and music. The story was not really there, but freaking gameplay and music, my goodness, some of my favorite in the whole series, if not my favorite. I did try briefly playing some of the other older ones, like Radiant Dawn and whatnot, though I never got, like, super duper far in them. Did play Echoes, and I really like that. I've played all 3 of the 3DS games on the hardest difficulties and beaten them all. And now I've, you know, played the Switch game on the hardest difficulty and beaten it with, you know, Madden and Classic and whatnot. And then there was freaking this game and whatnot. So I don't have, like, a whole lot of experience in, like, Classic Fire Emblem, just, like, a little smidge of Radiant Dawn, a lot of Fire Emblem 7, a lot of Blazing Sword, and, like, a lot of Sacred Stones if the first half multiple times counts.
What is it?
You know, so, I want to chat a bit.
I have no words.
Let's see here.
For you. I have blades, and if you wish to cross them, I'll be more than happy to. Although you may not be. I was told not to, however. So I will hold off until the war ends.
Wow, the Death Knight really wants to fight me. Holy crap. But yeah, most busy days of your life, so having something to look forward to is nice, but just busy, nothing bad happened. Okay, that's good to hear there. Well, in terms of, like, nothing bad happening. Busyness can come and go, I suppose. But yeah, I hope that it's not too stressful there. Hope that's not too much of a overload. Remember letting it face your father so you could experience the story and became addicted to the game and you never got it back. Wow. Well then, secret orders from the Emperor. You and I are to launch a surprise attack on the enemy base in the eastern part of Fodlan. Come. Okay, go into battle to subdue the enemy. This is a covert mission, so you'll be pairing with only Yuritsa. Fighting alongside Death. We get to fight alongside the Death Knight on our own. But yeah, let's see. Our Fates playthrough is fun because we make a meme story and makes the dialogue cutscenes so much more fun. Yeah, our meme story was, like, Garen trying to, like, get his victory royale and pursue, and, like, spread Fortnite across the continent. When we do get to Fire Emblem Fates Limit to Classic, which it might still be sometime this year. It might just be after the Warriors games. We might still be able to get the Fates sometime this year. We'll see. Do we want to, like, continue with that meme, or do we want to start a new meme? Do we want to start a new meme? I mean, NFTs are, like, the new big thing. What if we made the new meme about Fire Emblem Fates about NFTs? How about? Like, the meme was about Fortnite in the Birthright playthrough. The new meme can become about NFTs in the Conquest playthrough. Does that sound like a good plan? Maybe. But the range is so good. Is a classic to date for you? Just beat FE4 and that was a little rough. I think it was also a time before I was a content creator and there was, like, a whole bunch of other games that I was, like, really into at the time. So I wasn't able to get too into it. Nowadays as a content creator, I'd be able to get more into it. But yeah, new meme. Karen's NFT hunt. He needs all the, needs all those tokens. He needs all those IDs, all those tokens and such. That's why he wants to conquer the land. Because he won't settle for anyone else owning any other NFTs. No, he wants to conquer Hoshido because they right-clicked and saved image. He wants to erase it from their computers. Is the thing. Find some flowers and give them to Hubert as a gift. If it's not too much trouble, find the most beautiful flowers you can. We require a large number of them. So do not be too selective about their size. Okay, floral tribute, huh? Okay. Yeah, let's go over here there. Yeah, I would very much on this channel like to one day get all the way through all the 3DS games, get through the Fire Emblem Warriors games, which is happening sooner rather than later, as it turns out now. And freaking get through the Game Boy Advance games and the Ike games. From there, it's gonna, oh, and freaking Marth's games as well, I guess. Things like the SNES titles are a little bit like, maybe it'll happen, maybe it won't. I mean, this is all, you know, stuff that's gonna be going on this channel over the course of, like, years, amidst other games that are going on. Oh my goodness, there's too many video games too little time. Even, like, I feel like I'm so behind on so many games I want to cover, and even so, like, I upload, like, way more than I think I've ever seen, like, any other YouTuber upload before. And a lot of people look at my channel, and they're like, why the heck do you go so ham with, like, so many different videos on a daily basis of, like, a bazillion different games at once? And the reason is, like, I have the means right now to go ham. I know that the day will come when I can't go as ham as this anymore, so I figure I may as well go ham while I can, so that when the day comes that I can't, you know, be playing this many games at once anymore, then I'll already have, like, an insane catalog of a bazillion games done on the channel. It's already at, like, 130 something, so, like, over the past 4 years, so, you know, we already have, like, quite a bit of a catalog, but making more of a catalog. But yeah, Hishin stole my NFTs. This atrocity will not go unpunished. No, well, I didn't steal the NFT because the NFT would imply, like, the token, the actual token there, and I don't know if those are, like, stealable. But they, like, right-clicked and did save image, despite not actually owning the NFT. The NFT itself, gift, was it this?
I'll take it.
Was it that? The flowers? What?
That means we should press.
What? This?
I'll take it.
What do you mean, game? But yeah, you've seen every video of the last 5 months, so feel free going wild with uploads. Really, I didn't think that anybody would ever be able to freaking, you know, be on top of everything that's going on. My goodness gracious, because that's a whole lot of stuff there, because we're streaming relatively regularly here. Freaking quests, floral tribute. Find some flowers and give them to Hubert as a gift. I've been giving this bitch so many flowers and he just doesn't care. What do you want from me, game? Forget me nots. Like, what do you want? I'm giving you so many flowers. Like, what do you want from me? What do you want? How is this not it? Everything's in AC Rogue. That's a lot there still. That's definitely still a lot to go through. Well, I greatly appreciate that. Because that is a massive ton of stuff, quite frankly. And yeah, that's what it's a useful resource for as well, is like, you know, stuff that was missed during streams and such. Like, that's a whole reason why I started putting my playthrough stuff over on YouTube originally, way before I started doing video essays, was just like, hey, anybody that, like, missed the streams can go check things out on YouTube. And in, like, a more easily consumable way with, like, more cut-up parts and whatnot that are shorter, even if it does mean that, like, parts pretty suddenly stop and start. Like, I could take the editing time to give them smoother transitions, but with the amount of parts I do, that's not really in the books. Literally, what do you want from me, Hubert? I've given you so many thingamabobs. This has, like, a different symbol here. The flowers are colorful, but the leaves are sharp as blades.
I'll take it.
That's gotta be the quest thing. It had a different symbol, right?
Well done, Professor.
Okay. Lady Edelgard adorns the graves of the fallen with flowers after each and every battle. Thank you for ensuring that she does not have to do so alone. I don't know how that has to do with not doing it alone. All I did was give you flowers. I wasn't exactly a companion along with it. Okay, I've done the quest. I'll just use my freaking points here. We'll see the support conversations on a future exploration for, like, better spacing things out here. This is what I shall do. But yeah, let's see here. More difficult for you to regular attend stream, so appreciate the video format a lot. Well, that's good to hear there. Yeah, I think also with the way that the channel has grown over the past couple of years especially, I feel like there's, like, more people that tune into the YouTube stuff after the fact than the original streams. So I think there's a lot of people there that appreciate that being available on that platform, who, like, might not use Twitch or aren't able to stop by streams like that. Why can't I words today? Holy crap. Let's see here.
We could settle all of this before the fighting begins, don't you?
Settle all of what?
Dearly, but few others feel that way.
What, the thing with Claude, or?
In a bloody battle, take countless lives, and then finally come to understand defeat. They refuse to admit when they're beaten, and they keep it up until they've been.
I do appreciate that there, Mortis. I appreciate freaking everybody stopping by the streams regularly or tuning into like any content at all. Like,
anyway, why raise a weapon in the first place?
Like, isn't it? Oh, well, okay, I probably don't need anything there. Like, isn't it about 500 hours or something of YouTube videos are uploaded every single minute? So the fact that, you know, anybody's spending any time, like, with my content either on Twitch or YouTube at all is already freaking breathtaking to me, so I mean...
If I had not been your student, where would I be right now? Who would I be?
Probably not Ferdinand von Ayer.
Sort of thing, Professor?
No.
You are so focused and cool-headed. I wish I could be more like you.
I don't really... Does anybody need motivation? Does anybody need food? I can get them some food. Let's see here. I'll do it just so that, you know, everything looks a little bit more perfect with these two. Shamir will be like a future time, I guess. Let's just see what these two say with each other, just for funsies. Is what we'll do real quick.
My apologies in advance for our boisterous dining companion, Professor.
Professor, please allow me to apologize for the unprofessional behavior of my colleague.
I wasn't sure what they would say with each other. I was just curious there. Okay. What else do we want? We can go into the freaking sauna if we really want to, I guess. Oh, should we go into the sauna with the Death Knight? That's what we should do. Where is he? There he is. Let's enter the sauna with the Death Knight. The reason you got hooked to the channel was that once you found it, you had Dark Souls 2, Assassin's Creed Rogue, Mario plus Rabbids, Metroid Fusion, and Deltarune running. Believe you have never encountered a channel that has such a large variety of games available. It's really funny considering, like, I started out this channel, like, I was having this conversation during Xenoblade Chronicles X the other day, where I started this channel just doing, like, viewer games and, like, a very small selection of games. Like, I started doing Smash 4 viewer games, Pokken Tournament viewer games, and sometimes, a decent bit of the time I did Dead by Daylight, and sometimes rarely was Mario Kart. Like, those were kind of like my 4 multiplayer games, and anybody who wanted to hop in could hop in, and that's what I was. I was a viewer game streamer, was the thing. And I basically didn't really play much else apart from that. I only started, like, getting into some playthrough stuff a little bit later. Can we get Yuritsa up to the thingamabob? Oh, sweet, heck yeah! So, it's only, like, over the course of, like, a year or two that I drifted away from, like, viewer games. I started doing, like, more playthrough stuff. And then freaking one thing led to another, and we just do, like, a bazillion different types of games. Like, I still do, like, mostly Nintendo stuff and stuff on, you know, the Switch here is still what the majority of my content is. Though, it's not necessarily... I wouldn't even say that it's the majority of, like, Nintendo-published games at this point, because, like, I play a whole bunch of third-party stuff on the Switch as well. Maybe it's still majority of Nintendo stuff? I guess, I don't know, but I focus mostly on, like, stuff on this console and big releases there, but still a whole bunch of, I still like to do a whole bunch of other things. Is the thing, I like playing the games that I have fun with, though, interestingly enough, the reason why, let's go in with Hubert, I don't know, sure, the reason why we started Dark Souls was because of Mad Lad May, because we used to have it be that, in the early days of this channel, when I started doing playthroughs, people could, like, request playthroughs from me with, like, channel points that they'd earn just by watching the channel, but after the last request of that wound up being Bravely Default, which is a game that took me half a year on and off to get through, I was like, okay, let's maybe stop letting people request playthroughs from me after that, is maybe what we'll do. Hubert's always hot. So I stopped doing that. But there are, like, some crazy Mad Lads who've been, like, super duper generous around here. So I was like, you know what? Everybody who's over 10,000 bits, you can freaking request a full playthrough from me, was the thing. So, and there were 6 people that had done that at the time. There was Mortis who requested Dark Souls from me, and it was a series I wanted to do at some point, so we did Dark Souls 1, and then we went into 2, and then we went into 3. Nobody requested Bravely Default 2, but I did it anyway, especially after Bravely Default 3. Actually, no, I think I did the Bravely Default 2 playthrough after, like, before Bravely Default 2 was announced. Or, gosh dang it, oh, just hold on. I'm getting Bravely Default 2 and Bravely 2nd mixed up in my head. Hold on. I think I did Bravely 2nd before Bravely Default 2 was even announced, but I had done so much... Like, I'd done both Bravely Default and Bravely Second at that point, so I was like, okay, let's hop into Bravely Default too, because I was really looking forward to that game, and then I played it, and I kind of hated it. I mean, the music was a masterpiece. At least there's that. Like, I'm willing to pay full price for that game, for the OST alone. That's how freaking much I love that OST. But yeah, so Morris requested Dark Souls, and the Dark Souls trilogy was something I was thinking about covering at one point anyway, so I just went and did, like, the whole trilogy last year. And there were some parts where I was frustrated, but for the most part, I had fun with it. I actually had a really good time with it, for the most part. Guzma requested Tales of Vesperia, so we did that, and we did Tales of Arise when that released sometime after. So, you know, both Mortis and Guzma's games, like, led into future games. Anima requested There Is No Game Wrong Dimension, which I actually had a lot of fun with, and I could just do in one session. That was really nice. There's still 3 that technically haven't requested things, and it's been, like, nearly a year now. There's Carvia, Shuck, and Palmanon can still technically request a game from me if they want. They still technically can. I mean, maybe sometime when my schedule's a little bit less crazy is the thing, but I think I might still let them request a game here at some point is what I might do. Who else can I get experience from? I know I missed a bunch of things in chat. I'll catch up in a hot second here. Yeah, I'll go ahead and learn here. I'll learn from Mr. Hanneman after I find him. Oh, there he is. But yeah. Let's just see here. Being in the community has helped you become more efficient at communication, just being a better person in general, so I've helped you a lot. Have I? That's really cool to hear, but, you know, part of me finds it difficult to believe stuff like that, where it's like, what? Me freaking being a nerd and playing video games and whatnot has been able to help people? How, what? Locked yourself in your room due to COVID and had an incident where you're heavily scarred, helped you through that. Really? Well, that really warms my heart to hear that it was able to really help, and you know, like I was saying a second ago, there is a part of me that's like, really? Me being able to do, me just being a nerd and, you know, playing and rambling what I'm passionate about here is able to have like a positive impact in some way. Part of me is like unbelievable, the other part of me, it's like heartwarming and whatnot. It's just, it's really cool to see. It's, I don't know. I'm just glad that I'm able to like, you know, help people out in some small way when possible. And yeah, I don't know. I'm just gonna freaking ramble here if I go on about this too long. Who else can I learn from? I'm just going into the hot springs some more because I don't know what else to do, quite frankly. I don't know what else to do here. Sure, Edelgard, I guess. Yeah, I'm not good on the spot with like sensitive thingamabobs. There was a time in, I think it was 2018, so a decent bit before COVID started, where my Taekwondo school will do like a holiday kind of party where we go and have food at this one Korean restaurant at the same time each year and have like this kind of room on the side rented out, and it's like a good all-around time. And I remember in 2018 they did a thing where they were like passing out like awards for like different categories, and one of the ones was like Black Belt Adult Student of the Year, and they gave it to me, and they asked me to do a speech at the time, and I just I kind of froze up. I was like, what do I say? What? Just like, I'm just so grateful to be here and be training with you all and yada yada. But like, when it comes to like receiving praise and responding to things, I don't do super well with that. Not necessarily. What can I learn? I don't know here. But yeah, 31 hours of physics exam. Once again, you have no understanding of the material, while you can always keep procrastinating with Harmonia. What kind of physics course is it, if you don't mind me asking, Enzos? Is it like a university level physics course? Is it like a high school level high school level university course? Yeah, that's what I wanted to say. A physics course is what I wanted to say, because I did some physics for a while whatever. Oh, gosh darn it. Gosh darn it, I don't know. Linhart, because I was doing physics for a while as a thing. You need experimental physics. Oh, okay. I'm probably not very good at that then. I did like an intro physics course in university, but it was mostly in high school that I was doing physics stuff for a while, so I probably can't help with that after all. But I'm glad to see like fellow friendos around the stream and whatnot, but I also don't want to encourage procrastination is also the thing, especially because like I've been doing a decent bit of that during the pandemic is the thing, like especially with like recent family stuff that's been going on that's been taking a toll. I am trying to like turn around, and I actually had a discussion with one of my professors about it and started doing one of my assignments that I could do like at any point in the semester a little bit early to get it done with. All right, let's just level up my boat, whatever. But it was something that I talked about with one of my professors a little bit with like recent family drama that's been keeping me from like giving my full effort here and there. But I'm trying to turn it around and like get back into the swing of things and whatnot. People are praised so rarely that we completely unlearned how to deal with it. Yeah, freaking, I don't know how to deal with it.
And now I'm a
I don't.
leading my own army.
I don't know how it's done.
Of the Alliance, I've been entrusted with maintaining the
Also, when it comes to stuff like that, Black Belt Student of the Year award, now that I think about it, I think that this is the first time that I ever mentioned it on stream, because when it happened back in 2018, did this game come out in 2018? I was doing some playthrough at the time. I remember, I think I streamed later that night, and I never brought it up because I didn't want to sound like I was bragging. But now that it's like, you know, it's 2022 and this happened in 2018, now it's long enough ago that my mind has like acknowledged it is like acceptable to talk about. But I remember at the time, I don't think I ever mentioned it on the channel because I didn't want to be like bragging. Now enough time has passed so that like that barrier is gone, I guess, or something. I'm okay, sure, sword and stuff. But yeah, and physics is suffering. It can be. I really liked my high school physics, my very brief university physics thingamabob. Got a little bit sketchy. But yeah, all the stuff before oscillation is easy, but there's just way too many formulas after begin with oscillation. I believe it. Thought you suffered enough through this game? Does it have new content? Yeah. I don't blame you for thinking that I suffered enough through this game. I feel like I've suffered enough with this game. But but here we are again, because it may be called 3 houses, but there's actually 4 routes, not 3. Reason being that the Black Eagles route, right before the time skip, splits into 2 different routes, is the thing. There's one where you go against the Empire, and one where you side with the Empire, being the Crimson Flower and Silver Snow routes. So we did Silver Snow already, but we hadn't done Crimson Flower. So this is technically new story stuff that I haven't seen before. I appreciate the follow there, William. William12476. I knew a William for a long time. It's probably not that same William. Maybe there's a small chance, but who knows? Yoink, I'm gonna take that really briefly. So I guess I'll go ahead and end this exploration. I love and hate this game at the same time. Probably equally in both ways. I probably love and hate this game. Which timeline is canon? Everything else might as well be filled. I don't think there's any that's like canon. And now that Fire Emblem 3 Hopes is announced to be like the new Fire Emblem Warriors game that's releasing this June? Wait, when is it coming out? I have it in my list of stuff here. So for anybody who hasn't seen this yet, where's Display Capture 2 here? This is the current upcoming game schedule here. So where is 3 Hopes? Wait, am I blind? Oh, here it is. Here it is. June 24th it comes out. I gotta do the original Fire Emblem Warriors first. Okay. This is what things are looking like for upcoming with this year. Elden Ring should be pretty fun. So should freaking Triangle Strategy. I'm really looking forward to both these games. I don't know which one I'd be looking more forward to. Maybe Triangle Strategy for a bit. Like, by a bit, sorry. I don't know. I'm looking forward to both, though. Both those games I'm looking forward to. But yeah, it seems like there will be a new story told with Fire Emblem 3 Hopes. So, I assume that game will probably just have one route. Maybe that'll be the new canon one? I don't know. But yeah, so because the Black Eagles route splits, there's technically the one route that we haven't done yet that we're doing right now, which is at least the shortest route in the game. But it's still a little bit tedious to get through. And right as I was finishing up Fire Emblem 3 Houses with the final route here, 3 Hopes gets announced like last week. So like